he told my dad that usually sicklers don't pass the age of 6.
Really?
So coming up, growing up, my parents would actually tell me, make sure you keep your slippers on, make sure you keep warm, this and that, and they will feed me with the right stuff to eat, and that's how I, actually had a strong immune system. The pain would come, but I could bounce back because I was supported.
So basically, you have to watch your diet.
Yes.
So you have to, you know, as though you're big mature, you still have to watch your diet carefully.
Yes, and it's not really saying taking anything out of your diet. It's doing the right thing, having the right food. It's
healthy lifestyle.
Healthy, healthy food. As you said, last when the government came in, grow what you eat what you grow. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Now, I would imagine you've gone on a lot of tests and things of that sort, and you've managed to cope with it. Just for the viewers' sake, what is the experience like when you go to employ and they find out you have sickle cell? Do you find it discriminatory?
Oh yes.
Tell us about it.
I have to say I'm not the only person.
No, yeah.
All sicklers have a problem getting a job.
Okay.
All sicklers, because number one, we are unpredictable. Unpredictable. I am sick right now, Mr. Lawrence, but I have a smile. But when you apply for a job, you have to do a medical. And yes, they find out you have sickle cell. But there's always this thing about them. If you're absent from work for 2 days or more, they're not patient nowadays. Persons aren't patient with you. And even before, you had to actually push to stay in a job.
And it's not being patient, it's not being patient. I attribute that to that thing about capitalists, where the profit is the bottom line. And if you look, like you would hinder the flow of that profit.
Definitely.
That's what it's all about.
Definitely.
It has nothing to do with patience. It has to do with greed.
It has to do with greed and how we perceive life and how we treat each other. Honestly, it has to do with all of that, because I know if people base everything off money, it's a bad thing to do.
Yeah, but the reality is,
that's it. If you don't have it,
government, everything is about money.
Yes, that's
some churches, it's about money.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? You go to anywhere you go now, it's about money. It's neighbor against neighbor. It's about money.
Right.
A neighbor's mango tree hanging over there. Yard is a big problem because he can sell his mango and you're over there picking it.
Exactly.
I know a lady that lives in Spanish Town, and the neighbor's lime tree hung over to her property. And rather than she be able to pick the lime, the neighbor chop off the entire lime tree because she doesn't want her to. I'm saying, if she's not growing the lime, it's not taking
exactly.
That's where we have come to. That's what because I am saying to you, you have sickle cell. You need medical care. You shouldn't be doing any fundraising.
Exactly.
You should be able to walk into the hospital, get the best care.
Oh boy, that has been a struggle, Mr.
And then get the support, the after hospital support. That is what this is really what should be happening. And then we call ourselves a Christian nation. And if you look at the people who are talking about we are Christians, she's a victim, but she's a person who suffers from sickle cell. Put it bluntly if you don't know, sickle cell is one of those diseases. It interrupts your immune system, so that the slightest cold, whatever it is, it affects your body, right? So those of you who are walking around healthy, give thanks. Or even give more thanks, because I'm sure she gives thanks because she has life. But we're here to let her tell her story, so that you can give the sort of support to her that you would give to others in need, as we do to those in Haiti. Nothing wrong with the people in Haiti, but we want to use that example because it's an example that shows the humanity that is within all of us if we care to call on it.
Our production presents Sounds of Love fundraising concert featuring Kukudu, Gandhi, Ainsley King, Sister Scully, John Fleming, Sister Pat, and many more. Saturday, February 13, 2010 at the Mandeville Primary and Junior High, Caledonia Road, Mandeville. Admission $400 pre-sold, $500 at the gate, $1,000 VIP. Gate open 6 p.m. Showtime 7. Ticket outlet Mandeville, Fontana Pharmacy, Christiana Pharmacy, Young Pharmacy, and Tiger Mart Maypen. Sounds of Love, promoting sickle cell awareness.
I tell you.
My guy.
Gotti. Yes.
I'm going to show you a piece of Gotti. Gotti is one of my favorite stories. This is really Gotti. Blessed, entertained.
I'm telling you.
And entertained for a good cause.
For a good cause.
And guess what happened now? You see, they come in. Every person that comes in, see?
Yes.
And pays for the ticket. Register the extra $500. Police is going to make sure they get a DVD.
Oh, wow.
Of the concert.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
But they have to pay the $500
extra.
Then and there. Right? After the concert, it's $1,200.
Yes, sir.
So, sign up, pay your $500 extra if you want, after you buy the ticket, and you find a way to get you your DVD, right? So that's it's the only show that ever happens, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Only show.
You're at high school. You're finishing up high school. What was graduation like?
It was one of the roughest and most disturbing time in my life, because I was told I would never pass 17 years old.
That's what the doctors told you?
Oh yes. And I was so sick. I would not pass 17.
All right, let me stop you there. You know, and this, maybe I'm listening to this. When the doctors tell you that sort of thing, what happens to you mentally? You know, tell us, what happened to you mentally?
At that age, oh boy, you were so scared. You wanted to be who you wanted to be. You know, you wanted to just do everything what everybody else was doing that a teenager would do. A girl dress up, go out, you know, the first kiss and all of that, you know. But it was more shelter. It was more, you know, oh gosh, don't get a cut. Oh gosh, don't, you know, going to the hospital, going to the doctors and finding out why am I gonna die? And then that was how I ended up at the sickle cell unit, the clinic in Kingston, from Mrs. Allen as well, you know, because they were around, but I didn't know about it. I didn't know about that because I knew what I had. And then the doctor said I wouldn't pass 17, and that was it. That was just a barrier there, you know. Sit down, don't do anything, be quiet, you know. Try not to get sick.
But Kino, I have seen you up and down.
Oh boy.
And frankly, if you didn't tell me that you had the disease, I wouldn't know. At what stage did you decide, listen, I am going to get a hold of this thing. I am going to get a hold of my life. I am going to live. At what stage did you make that decision? Because obviously you did.
I did, you know, I would say around 12 years old, honestly, because around that time I knew I wanted to become a doctor. I really wanted to become a doctor, and that was not just because I was sick. It was just the care that I got from my dad and my mom, and it was just embedded in me, you know, that was me. And I really tried my best. I did my best. I was absent most of the time, but I had people who would take my notes. And, you know, it was hard for my mom because some teachers would really drive me to the point where they abused me mentally, emotionally, and I had to just stop school for a week or 2 weeks, you know, because it was just physically strenuous, just physically hard. And to this day, it has been very hard because I would get up in the morning, and if outside is cold, I have to stay cool and try and warm myself. I can't just go straight into or take a hot shower, because that's how I go into a crisis, you know.